Racing League Tier 1. We're already in qualifying because I had a little bit of a technical issue before the stream started, so I'm gonna get everything set up really quick. Yeah. So, last week we saw a very exciting finish to Zandvoort, with a bunch of time penalties getting handed out because of all the contact that was being made. Will we see the same this week? Well, let's find out. T-Widow's already out of the session in turn 1. What happened to him? Looks like he just crashed out. Who's coming by? I can see. He just crashed out over there in the sand trap, looks like. I'm still getting everything set up, so just give me 1 minute. Apologies. Had a very weird start to the race due to the actual F1 race that was on earlier. I'm posting the stream link. Alright, we should be good. Okay, so we're on board with Youngats 12. He's coming around. We're just keeping on him here for a minute. Dino currently on the pole with a 1:15.664. Everyone seems to be going out under the soft tires here early. So yeah, yesterday we saw like 3 or 4 people try to do the medium running quali for this track, but then the back half of the field, a lot of them ended up doing it because that's the preferred strategy. You can do the one-stop medium hard pretty easily, but if you don't do the medium hard, you're probably either gonna go soft medium medium or soft medium soft, depending on how long those mediums stretch. So that's who is that? That's Yuppie into the pits. Weird DB starting a lap. Here he goes. 1 second. 1 second. Alright. Sorry. Weird DB on a lap through the first little part of the track, up the long sweeping corner, down the short straight to finish sector 1. He purples it. Hot lap looking from Weird here. Through a little bit of a lockup, saw a little bit of smoke coming out from that tire there. Through the chicane. That chicane will get a lot of people. Probably see that as the race goes on. Open up that rear wing for some DRS. Through sector 2. He purples sector 2 as well. Coming to the last chicane now. And around the final corner, and he will go P3. It said he purpled every sector. I don't know why he went P3, but Adri says he thinks Terrible will go pole. I don't know. We'll see about that. Dino has a very strong time here early on, so I guess we'll find out. The weather, for the race, it's gonna be rain, I think I was told, but qualifying will be dry. So rain race, I think that's why everyone's on softs here in quality, because you wouldn't want to go onto the mediums in the rain. Bacon's on a lap. Let's see what he's doing. Gets through sector 1. Now the start here is usually very crazy due to the fact that you got your little straightaway where everyone's supposed to fan out, and there's that really tight chicane that if you get on the curb and put too much throttle, you will definitely spin around, which is not what you want to be happening. Bacon down the DRS zone. You gotta be careful not to invalidate there. If you go over that curve a little bit too much. Bacon through the last chicane. He's got a Red Bull ahead of him. I don't think he'll catch him though. And Bacon's into the pits. We just watched the lap from a guy who's pitting. How close will the top 10 be? It's tier 1. They're not really going to be holding anything back, so I'd give it about maybe a second and a tenth or two from 1 to 10. Because some of these guys in here are like really quick, and then you know you got some people that I don't really know what I was saying with that. I don't really know where it's going, but terrible on an outlap. So yeah, Liakos, I hate if I'm saying his name wrong. Dino goes faster. He was already pole, and he goes a couple tenths faster. Good for Dino. Oh, he goes wide there. Well, he's probably oh, he hits the wall. Okay. Who's that coming around? It's a McLaren. That's Darson, I think. Next coming around is the Ferrari of Terrible 1FI. Let's watch his lap actually. Nice few corners from Terrible there. Will we get to the 114s? I think so. KDSX goes pole. I didn't even notice that. I think we will get to the 140. He goes by, okay, I thought it was 110. But he goes fastest by a couple hundredths, I think that is. I think we will get to the 114s in our last run when they go out. I think at least one person will. But Terrible down the DRS straight. He purple sector too. Promising lap here from Terrible. Adri said he thinks Terrible's gonna go pole. We'll see if that happens right here. Nice chicane from Terrible. We'll see what he can do. Over the line. Goes 5th. Jumps weird. Not bad for Terrible. Speaking of weird, here he comes. He's just gonna already start a lap. Greg Jimshaw is invalid on his lap. So Ink Bank will be the next person to come around. He's currently 3rd. He's having a good day. Oh, a little bit wide there. Oh, he's on the in lap. Okay. Young At's next across the line. He's in as well. Ray's in. I think everyone's coming into the pits now to get ready for their last runs. Fender is gonna go for a lap. He's starting his lap. Scruntled is invalid. Darson heading around. Weird retires. He retired on track. He retired in the DRS zone. I think we saw retirement there yesterday when Broken Controller got into that wall. There's no one really going by, so you can't really look at it, but Barta's going by. We'll see if he's still there. Yeah, he just got into that wall a little bit too hard. Lost it off the corner. Like I saw yesterday, and many others saw yesterday. And the Tier 2 race. Who's on a lap right now? Gadanis is on a lap. He's coming around. Gadanis almost loses it there, he's fine. And coming to the last corner. Gadanis will... He improves, he goes up to 12th, right in front of his teammate, Fender. Oh, and then Frosty splits them both. Wait, that wasn't Frosty. Fender jumped up. Fender jumped Frosty. I thought Frosty jumped Gadanis. Next to come across will be Dino on the outlap. I think that's Varda on a lap right now. We'll go watch him. Oh, get a little into that grass there. That could have hurt his lap. P10 for Varda. Nice run there for him. We have a Haas coming around, followed by a... who is that? Okay, well both the AlphaTauri's are probably going to pick, because we just saw them do a lap. So I doubt that they will still be staying out here. There's a Williams behind them. The Echoes is on an outlap, KDSX on an outlap. These guys are preparing for their final runs here. That's Dino on an lap. Watch Dino. See if Dino can take pole. No, nice little chicane from Dino. Dino will get through and go pole. Dino does go pole. 1/10 quicker. Yuppie is on a lap. Oh, about to start a lap. See what Yuppie does. If Yuppie really hurries around and wants to, like, they don't have to really hurry around, but if Yuppie wants to, they can probably do another lap here, if they can get this one done with quickly. Watch for KDSX. Is he on right now? Oh yeah, he is on. Well, that's a good idea, thank you. He's leaving the pits now. About to start his outlap. Let's watch. Oh, Dino's slowing down. Dino's probably gonna maybe do another run. I think I see Yuppie that Dino just let through. That was not Yuppie, that was Ray. My bad. So Yuppie has time for another lap. Yuppie improves the time by 3/10, but doesn't advance places. Ray is on an outlap. There's a runner going into the pits. Ankbank is invalid. AlphaTauri of Isaac Adanis into the pits. He's gonna do that both soft, so that's what I would expect. There's a racing point. A Bacon. Bacon's on an out lap. Bacon's gotta have to hurry. AG says, watch for Terrible. I will. Bacon's gotta get around. 10, 9. Bacon will get around. Car behind him. Into the pits. All those guys behind him going into the pits, looks like. Bacon will be the last car to set a lap here. But, yeah, let's watch for Terrible. You said watch for Terrible? Watch for Terrible. Terrible has my number. Here we go to the final chicane. And Terrible will go P3. Nice. So who's that? Is that Yuppie? That is not Yuppie, that is Ray. Ray to the final chicane. What is Ray gonna do? Ray's into the pits. That just leaves Bacon. Bacon purple second sector. Through the chicane. Bacon round the sweeping corner. Into the last chicane. Let's see where this will put Bacon. This looks like a flyer. He goes 7th with a 1:15.854, 4/10 quicker. So that will wrap it up for qualifying. Ray just has to wait for Ray to get to the pits. Nice little session we had there. A lot of guys are really improving on their times. KDSX and Dino will be on the front row. Then it's Terrible, Ankbank, Grack Jimshaw, Weird DV, Impossible Bacon, Hates Height, Young Ats, Liakos, Varda, Darson, Ray, Frosty, Bender, Gedanis, Muppet, Yuppie, and T Widow, who DNF'd before you even got a lap in. So he'll be at the back of the grid. We'll see what he can do. I'm excited for this one. A lot of guys really being equal. Let me see if my prediction was right. I said 1 and a couple tenths. My prediction was right for the gap from 1st to 10th. So pay up. No, I'm kidding. Here we go. Rain race. Oh boy. That'll be interesting. I wonder if these drivers will cope with the conditions. I know I usually don't do much rain race practice, wet practice, but some of these drivers might have. I know I don't, so we'll see if they do a me, but they probably won't because they probably are a lot better than me. But here we go, waiting on the grid. These drivers are doing a great job of, waiting to press the X button. Terrible's first up, maybe. We'll see. He's P3. Not a bad starting spot from him. Yeah, the rain can be challenging when people don't really know how to adapt to rain and they just dive it in there and lose the car and kill the entire field, but we shall see. We will provide a challenge, I'm sure. Rain, I would agree. Rain is garbage, trash, disgusting. Get it out of here. We should do a NASCAR, not race in the rain. Actually, no, they did race in the rain like 2 times. So, good for them. Especially, yeah, if you don't use assists, the rain is... I use assists. I use medium traction and the gears. I think that's everything I use, but I understand how annoying it would be on no assists. 20 seconds till race start. Oh, it's our formation lap start. I'm gonna replug in my mic because it's about to fall out. And we're back. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Put in the chat if you can hear me, please, because I don't know if I just messed it up. Anyway, the formation lap is about to get underway. looking like a two-stop for wets. Oh no, one stop for wets, sorry. Two stint. Let's get everything set up here. Let's look at our tires. Everyone on full wet as expected. One moment. Okay, we're back. Okay. Everyone on full wet as expected. I think that's what we're gonna want to do. So KDSX will be on the pole position. Will Dino have any challenge down to turn 1? I guess we will find out here in a moment. See, normally the formation lap is to warm your tires, but it's kind of hard to warm up wet tires in the rain. I guess we'll see how they do it. Wet tires can be a real pain with how much they don't have any grip. It really will be interesting to see how these drivers react. Sector 3. On the start here, we're gonna have a little thing. Okay, so I expect the drivers to be a lot more cautious because they're in the wet down towards turn 1. And if you aren't more cautious, that's kind of alarming. But I expect them to not be making as many moves as they would in the dry, because of how easy you can lose the car in the wet conditions. That's the back of the grid, getting up here. About to have our 5 red lights. And we have 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go from Spain. I messed it up. It's lights out, and away we go from Spain. KDSX is a great jump. Dino, not so much. Terrible jumps up into second already. They're heading down towards turn 1. Terrible. Oh, trouble! Into the wall. Oh, I think that's Dino that got into the wall there, along with Grack, Jim Shaw, and I think that was a weird. Head up to the first couple corners. That's Anchorbank off in turn 1, and that's disgruntled around. Not the start he wanted. So a little bit of chaos there. Took a position change. Terrible's up 1. Weird's up 3, but he got a little bit of contact there. I think he was involved in that. Haytide's up 2. Young Ass is up 2. Anchorbank's down 6. Fender's up 3. Widow's up 4. Dana's up 2. Ray down 5, and Darson down 4 here early on. So yeah. Really, that was a pretty chaotic start, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Disgruntled making a move on Ray, fighting for last. There's also a battle between Yuppie and Darson. A lot of battles here early on. KDSX will lead us through. He will complete lap 1 with no DNF so far. That's great. Alright, so let's see if we have any battles going on. Hey tight right on the back of Dino. It's just so hard to make a move in the wet conditions right now. Yellow flag sector 1. That disgruntled? I think that was disgruntled that went off there. Hey tight's still hard on the back of Dino. Terrible is currently in second place. That's a great start for him. We'll see if he can go and challenge KDSX. KDSX, it's the fastest lap again. A little wide there from Zeno. Will that give Haytide a chance to overtake? Meanwhile, further back in the pack, where is he? There he is. Frosty and Varda are battling for P12. But Varda seems to have held him off for now, but now he's getting pressure from behind from Izzy Gadanis. Oh, yeah, I think that was... Who was that spun off? It was Young Ass that spun off? Young Ass spins off. Oh, Varda spun off as well. So did Greg Gymshaw. A bunch of people spun off through there. Was that a bigger incident, or was it just everyone spinning? Huh. That's weird. Back over to KDSX. Rain coming down on his front wing. Yellow flag sector 3 for Greg Gymshaw. He spins off back there. That will... Oh, they're having a battle. Oh, Ray spins it in the final sector. This rain has proved tough for some of these drivers. Greg Gymshaw now on the back of disgruntled. Varda's into the pits. Oh, there's wing damage. So does Greg. Probably all both have wing damage. Darson fighting Yuppie. Why did it... I don't know. Anyway. Darson versus Yuppie. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that Delta, but Terrible seems to be running down KDSX. Let's go watch that. Terrible seems to be a negative fuel though. Don't know why he did that. Probably something I don't know. If anyone in the chat can explain it to me, that'd be great. Someone spun off, is that right? Well, no, there's a yellow flag, but no one spun. I don't know. There's a big midfield battle back there. Let's go over to Ankbank. Where's Ankbank? There he is. There's a big midfield battle back here. T-Widow gets a 3 second. You see both the racing points fighting each other up there. Oh, thank you, Rusty. Thank you. I didn't know that. Through the sweeping corner. I'm just keeping an eye on that gap for first and second there. While watching this little mid-pack battle. Bunch of cars in a row. to me, it looks like Terrible will gain a bunch, then he'll lose a little bit, then he'll gain a bunch, and the racing points are fighting for P4. Bacon got around his teammate Hey Tight. Does Hey Tight have, you know, the energy to go back at him? I don't think he will. So now Bacon's gonna start running down Weird, but that might be a while. So back to where we were, KDSX in the race lead. Here on lap 66 of 33. Sorry, I said 60, lap 6 of 33, not lap 66. My apologies. Yeah. Varda's at the fastest lap. That is Grack Jimshaw slow on the front straightaway. Has not been a good day for him so far. But KDSX might be under fire from Terrible here soon. KDSX has the fastest lap. Yellow flag, Grack Jimshaw again. Oh man, that's rough. Darson gets a 3-second penalty. Let's see what battles we got going on. That's T-Widow on the back of Yuppie. Or was on the back of Yuppie. Looking to make a move now. He will go down to the inside. Yuppie trying to hold the ground on the outside. Now Yuppie's got the advantage down the inside. Don't want to get too much on that curve. A little bit of contact. Yuppie backs out. Widow pulls ahead. Darson takes advantage and will take 14th. Yuppie's not done yet though. Oh, someone just spun out hard. That Fender SC hooks a hard left and spins into the gravel trap. Terrible. Terrible 1F5 is the fastest lap of the race. He's catching. Dino, 3-second time penalty. We're just sitting here and watching. Oh, I think that's Fender who has spun again. The Renaults are looking at each other. Fender has spun again. A big mid-pack battle back here. like Ray was spun off. Fender went on to the inters. That's a weird idea. But if that pays off, that's going to be huge for him. And let's see. We have... That's a lapped car, actually. But there was a battle going on, but that was a lapped car. My apologies. The midfield battle is just like the biggest thing going on right now. Yuppie's still in a battle with Darson and Widow. They've been together. Ray, 5 seconds for corner cutting. Ray's just going into the pits. Maybe to retire. And another 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Ray had to retire from the session. My mic cracked there. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. There's a big pack going on right now. 5 cars in a line. There's one barely out of the line. Never mind, they're on the line. 5 cars sitting close together right here. T-Widow, 3-second time penalty. Oh, spinning! This T-Widow actually. I don't know if he just lost it. T-Widow is going in reverse. Now he's going back straight again. That's not what T-Widow wanted at all. Back over to the midfield battle. Now with around like 3 to 4 cars. 3 cars looks like. They're starting to spread back out as T-Widow has spun around. So, with that, we're now gonna go back up to the other little pack of cars. Featuring Ankbank, Liakos, Young Ats, and Dino hanging on barely. Well, Fender's call to go on inters does not look like the right one yet. May have jumped the gun a little bit too early, or that was an accident. I don't know. I guess we'll find out after the race, won't we? Liakos is gonna have to defend from Ankbank here in a minute if he can get up to him. He's using his overtake. All chilling in the line. It's really hard to pass here, let alone really hard to pass in the rain. Greg jump shot into the pits for multiple, well, you got a 3-second for multiple warnings. Then you got a 5 for speeding in the pits. And Greg jump shot has dropped out of the session. That's T-Widow also in the pits. I'm pretty sure he's just getting repairs, or getting a new wing. He has left the session. Young Ass gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that puts him up to 6. It does. T-Widow has 11 seconds. Darson has 3. Gino has 3. And then Young Ass has 6. So, oh, Fender retired. He retired in the pits. So, they have 3 retirements, all from the pits. That's a big position change since the start. Terrible's up 1, Weird's up 3, Haytide's up 4, Bacon's up 2, Liakos is up 4, Ankbank is down 3, but he's been doing a great job recovering since that lap 1 incident. Young Axe is up 1, Dino's down 7. Dan is up 6, Darson up 1, Yuppie up 6. Frosty has a 1 beside his thing, but also says he's kept the same spot, so I don't know which one to believe. Muppet's up 3, Varda's down 4, and Widow is up 3. Someone spun. That looks like Gadanis. No, it was not Gadanis. Oh, it was Fender's AI retiring. Young Ats on the back. KDSX continues to lap faster laps. However, weird. Now hanging on to the back of Terrible. We could see an overtake here for a second. The Akos gets a 3-second time penalty. So this next time around, we're gonna come to 20 laps to go. We're still reeling in Terrible. Still 1 second behind, now crawling into 9/10. Sorry for my pause there for a second. But further back in the field, that is Young Ats on the back of Ankbank. Not a lot of passing going on at the moment. That is to be expected. It's hard enough to pass in the rain, but Spain isn't really known as a track that you can really pass. I think he's coming to try to undercut Terrible. But he's right behind some traffic, so if they hold him up, then he is not going to really gain that much at all, if anything. So, I would assume Terrible may come in this time to cover up the undercut, but I'm not positive if he will or not. He might not even undercut. That might be in the time where he's playing the pit. Dino gets 3 more seconds of time penalties. It looked like it was going to be a close race between Terrible and KDSX in the start, but KDSX seemed to pull away a little bit. Terrible will stay out in the lap. Now, Weird DV has caught the back of this train, a conga line of cars. So he's going to have to make quick work of these guys. He's going to get stuck behind them and lose a lot of time. Dennis picks up a 3-second time penalty. Someone's in the pits back there. That's Dino. So KDSX and Terrible are out there by a good margin on Hey Titan and Bacon. Then you got a little train of cars, and another little train of cars, and you got the Red Bulls. And Weird just purpled sector 1 behind cars. That's very alarming for... But when did he get past Young Ad? Was he always ahead of him? I don't think so. But I think we're gonna see pit stops very, very soon. Let's go look at Terrible, shall we? Is he gonna come in this time? KDSXX does not. Terrible does not. So I do think what Weird did was the undercut, but I don't know if it's gonna work out for him because he is stuck behind Ankbank. Ankbank into the pits, Young Ass into the pits. Okay, I do think, oh, Young Ass the 5 second for speeding in the pits. But I do think what Weird did was an undercut because it just, I don't know if it popped up on the screen, but that's when it's telling him to pit. So he went off strategy and did the undercut. Will it work out? I guess we're gonna find out when Terrible comes into the pits. As many of you might understand, the undercut only works if you can gain time on the car ahead on those fresh tires. If you keep the gap about even, nothing's gonna happen. So you have to be giving it everything. Will Terrible come in this lap? No. We got another one. KDSX, however, is in. But Terrible will take the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Bacon makes an overtake on Haytat who's in the pits. Weird goes fastest again. I'm sure Terrible does not want to be seeing the person that was right behind him setting faster and faster laps. We're gonna see if Weird closes the gap enough. Ferrari-powered car down the DRS straight, but it's raining, so there is no DRS. KDSX is still 15 seconds back from Terrible after a pit stop. That's pretty impressive from him. And he will go into the pits now. So now I'm keeping my eye on Weird. We're gonna see if he makes the overtake here. It's hard to tell if he will or not. Did he do the undercut perfectly, or did that traffic slow him up too much? We're gonna find out. And oh, the undercut did not work. He's still stuck behind Terrible, probably a more gap than he was before, and now he's on the older tires too. That's not what Weird wanted to see. Bacon's still staying out. This is definitely Larson's 3-second time penalty. We're gonna see when Bacon comes in, because he's been out here for a while. Meanwhile, Yuppie looks to be passing someone in the back. Yuppie looks to be making a move on Gadanis here as soon as possible. The only people that have not pitted recently are Varda and Liakos and Bacon. Young Ant, another 3-second time penalty for him, has given him up to 9 seconds. 14 because he's sped in the pits. So that's not what he wanted to see. Now Varda has made a stop, but he did it just like early in the race when he got that damage at the start. So I don't know. Everyone's really just chilling right now, waiting for the pit cycle to complete. Bacon has been out on those wets for 18 laps. That cannot be helping him. Yuppie looks to be making a move here. We'll see if he can get it done. Not really a lot of passing, probably due to the fact of how the conditions are. Every driver trying to play it safe. Liakos is finally coming to the pits as Bacon's exiting the pits. Bacon didn't really lose that much time, because remember, before the cycle he was just ahead of Haytite, but now he's on 2-out pressure tires. So we'll see if we can go run him back down. See where the Liakos comes out too. Probably around 9th or 10th is what I'm thinking. He will come out 9th. I think, well, Varda's on 15 lap old tires. Oh, and Young Ats is spun around in turns 2? Turn 2? Yeah, I think it's turn 2. He's spun around in turn 2. Does he have wing damage? Looks like his wing is, oh no, he's missing that end plate on the left side. That's not good for Young Ants. Now Gadan is looking to make a move. Young Ants goes wide. Gadan is peeking down the inside. He's there. Varda gets a 3-second side penalty. Gadan peeks back in line. Things stick out. Back end of the line. And now we have a little freight train. Gadan is making his move now. He will make the pass. Yuppie trying to follow. As Young Ants got passed by 3 people and 1 straightaway there. Weird and Terrible having a battle up here. I didn't even notice. Weird has run Terrible back down from the pit stops. 13 laps to go. Young Guy has retired. He went to the pits and retired. I thought he retired on track there for a second. Oh, Weird and Terrible still battling. Well, not really battling, they're close. No moves have been made yet. Both drivers trying to time their moves up. Here comes KDSX over the line. Fun fact, we've had 4 retirements so far, and all of them have been in the pits. So, look, it's a clean race from these guys other than the retirements in the pits, but, you know, it wasn't on track, so good job. Weird seems to have dropped back a little bit. Yuppie back in the pack is looking, again, they've been in this little train for a while now. You gotta wonder if they're gonna make a move eventually. I mean, it's really hard to here, but, you know, Yuppie's gotta be getting tired of just sitting behind an AlphaTauri. Oh, Yuppie runs wide a little bit. Not the best chicane from Yuppie. Darson can't find an opening though. Darson gets another penalty. Okay, is that this one? Yeah, Darson has 9 seconds now. I think Varda spun around in sector 3. Varda gets a 5-second for speeding in the pits. Is he gonna retire? I don't know. Is he pitting? I think he's just pitting. So, we're gonna go back up to that battle up at the front. Terrible. Where is Terrible? There he is. He's trying to hold off Weird for P2. This would be a great result for Terrible if he can get it. There's a car leaving the pits. That is a lapped car, and he will let them go. Coming around to 10 laps to go. Let's see, are there any other battles on the track? Well, there's that little train of Yuppie and Darson, and it looks like Dino is joining that train now too. There's a Widow running down Muppet. That's about it. I mean, there's the racing points going at it still. Let's go over and see what Widow is doing on Muppet. Six tenths behind, and that gap from Weird to Terrible, lower and lower. I might crack there for a second, my bad. Okay. Still on this train. Frosty gets a time penalty. Time penalty for Frosty. Back over to Terrible and Weird. Some battle. None of them been able to get any advantage really. T-Widow time penalty, multiple warnings, 3 seconds. Let's take this minute to go look at the penalties. Liakos has 3, Danis has 3, Darson has 9, Dino has 6, Widow has 14, Frosty has 3, and Varda has 8. Now I think they're gonna have to stop again. So, it's really going to be a matter of who comes in and when. Varda's on the intermediates. That is interesting. I don't know if that's the call or not. I mean, looking at the delta, it looks like it is, because he's gaining a ton of time on Frosty. But then Frosty could also have like a wing damage or something. we're near the end of this race. It's going to be crucial we decide that the drivers are on the right tire here at the end. So if I don't, they might not have to make another stop actually. I know Terrible probably doesn't have to. Terrible's tires are 6 laps old. No, he can, Terrible can definitely go. Weir, I'm not so sure about. Because he would have to go 18 laps. The time penalty too. That's what Terrible wanted to see. But now Weir's probably going to get more aggressive as he knows he has to get past here. Not going to happen yet. Terrible versus Weird. No really moving in the battles. Yuppie and Darson and Danis, they've all been together the entire race. With them. It's just so, this race has proved it. It's just so hard to pass here at Spain in general, and the rain added doesn't really help as much either. So, really hard to find a way by the guy ahead of you. Darson might be sizing up Dino. Oh, caution! Varda has spun around. This day has not been Varda's day. I don't know if the Inters are a good call or not. I can't tell. We're right behind Terrible. Still edging closer and closer. Just can't make them move. My question is, can Weir take those tires to the end? I know for a fact Terrible can take his to the end, because he went 17 laps on it before, and you only see like 16 or 15 on it now. They have to go 7 more laps on your tires, and that would mean Terrible has to go 15 laps on these, and he can do that easily. However, 18, 19 laps, I don't know. So it's gonna be close for him. Trouble, I think that's someone in the pits. I don't know why I gave a yellow flag, but someone spun around. That's Frosty that spun around. Oh, Varda's off in the grass. We're just letting people by, but... and getting closer and closer to the end of this race. Closer we get to the end, the last time everyone has to make a move. Let's go look at Dino. That little group of cars, see how they're doing. That is definitely a line of cars. later we get to the races, the more time penalties mean too. Because time penalties can definitely change the order around. As speaking of time penalties, Varda gets a 3-second. He is 1:15 behind the car ahead. Tier maybe making a move on the PRL Tier in a minute. They're not far behind the little train of cars, so we'll see. Coming around to 4 laps to go. Katie at second just put on one of the best performances of the season. As coming around to 4 laps to go. We actually gotta make his move soon if he's gonna make it. Because it's so hard to pass here. You just gotta get ahead and then try to stay ahead, which shouldn't be that hard. Because it's just those tight corners combined with the rain. The only really spots to overtake are the straightaways. But we just have that time penalties. That's why he's gotta do it like now. He's got to give himself time to pull away. But on the 4-lap order tires, I don't think it's going to happen. Bacon, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That has probably just given 4th place to Haytite, even if Bacon makes a move. That little train of cars started to fan out a tiny bit. If there was DRS on, that would be a whole different story back there. Varda goes just the fastest lap. I mean, I guess if you are 1:16 behind the leader, might as well go for fastest lap, yeah? So, good on him. This little train is just so tight together. They've been tight the entire race. Now, out of this little group, I think Yuppie is the only one without a penalty. So, you know, big props to Yuppie, staying clean, gonna get all those spots, looks like. But Disgruntled and T-Widow are also running them down. Disgruntled does not have any penalties. T-Widow has like 14 seconds, I think. Remember quickly? 3 laps to go. That battle for 3rd, or 2nd actually, it is side by side. Off the corner, we're just gonna get to run off the top. Won't be able to do anything yet. He's gonna have to launch himself down the inside. A little bit of contact, I think. Both drivers giving it their all here. We're trying to get in the slipstream. Failed to make a move yet, but it's not over. And Katie KDSX is about to hit 2 laps to go. So Weird gotta make his move soon because he has to have enough time to pull out 3 seconds on Terrible. Up to the sweeping corner. No doubt both these drivers giving it everything, but Terrible has that advantage in the 4-lap pressure tires. Frosty gets the 3-second time penalty. I don't think Weird's got enough in him if he's gotta make it like now, because that time penalty really is weighing him down. Because the gap says 5 tenths, but in reality it's 3.5 tenths. Still tight back there in that little train. We're gonna have to watch that. That's gonna be really close. Oh my god, hold on. There we go. Okay. Little train of cars all within 7 tenths of each other. Easily. We've entered the last lap now for the leader. Hey, Titan Bacon also battling back there. But this is the oh, and 2 cars have spun off back there. I think that's T-Widow and Frosty. They just spun her to slow down. There's the yellow flag. I don't know if Weird's got enough left to make a move now. You've got to be giving it everything now. Last lap, if you're on one of those trains, it's go time. KDSX will get the slipstream off of Frosty, that is, I think. And we'll move down into the last sector. Just an utter domination from him today. He's led every lap that wasn't a pit cycle, and they're making moves back in the pack. Tight battle through 1 and 2. But KDSX will come through the final corner and win at Spain. Terrible versus Weird for second. Terrible's got it because of the time penalty, and that's second place for Terrible. He'll be on the podium. Weird gets third. Bacon's giving it. Bacon's got a time penalty though, so I don't think he can really do anything except finish behind his teammate. Then Bangliacos gets Danis with Yuppie hanging on ahead of Dino. Dino's got to be giving it everything, except Yuppie is penalty free, so Yuppie will probably jump Gadanis too. The group of cars right here is going to be the main finish. Oh, Gadanis goes wide. He goes off in the corner before the last one. Come back on. That's the good thing he was ghosted. Yuppie will get 8th. Dino 9th. Darson gets jumped by Gadanis, who gets 10th after recovering. And oh, wow. A little bit of a chaotic finish there for Gadanis, yeah? Yuppie driver of the day, holding up that one finger. Good job, Yuppie. So, KDSX wins in a dominating fashion. Terrible gets P2, and P3 goes to Weird. Interesting podium. But congratulations to all our podium drivers. Congratulations to all drivers with a very good race. No on-track DNFs. All of them were in the pits. So, good. KDSX gets the win in a dominating fashion. P2, terrible. Third is Weird. Fourth, Hates Height. Fifth, Bacon. Sixth, Ankbank. Seventh, Liakos. Eighth, Yuppie. Ninth, Disgruntled. 10th, Gadanis. 11th, Dino. 12th, Darson. 13th, Frosty. 14th, Widow. 15th, Barta. 16th, Youngats. 17th, Fender. 18th, Crack, Gymshot, and 19th, Ray. Thank you all for being here. Or 2 people watching the stream back. Thank you for watching.